Hi everyone, welcome to Affiliated Sports Group. Today we're interviewing one of our oldest and most loyal customers, Mr. Freddy Moojen. Freddy's journey has been really special to us because his story mirrors our own growth. My business partners and myself, we acquired Campia back in 2014, which is now Affiliated Sports Group. And he's been part of the family since the beginning, through his combines, through his RMPUS school program. And Freddy is a former pro player, but he's not just a former pro player. He's a leading placement specialist and just recently became a FIFA licensed agent. And we're excited to catch up with him today.
Thanks, Serge, for having me.
Glad you can make it here, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Freddy, for those people that don't know your full story, tell us a bit about yourself, how you got into soccer, your journey into becoming a pro player, and then your post-retirement, how you've come to where you are today.
Yes, so first of all, thanks for having me here. Like Serge mentioned before, the company grew a lot here. I remember back in 2012 when we first met, smaller place, and now we just did a little tour of the place. It's amazing. What they're doing here is probably one of the best in Canada. So congratulations, I'm very happy for you. So about myself, I come from Brazil. It's a long story, but I'm gonna try to summarize here in 30 seconds. So I come from Brazil. I was playing at the professional clubs in Brazil at the youth level, and I had the chance to go to the US to play college soccer. So I went first to a Division II school in Tennessee, and then after I transferred for the best soccer program in the US, Clemson University in South Carolina. And then I played there for 1 year, and after that I got drafted by the CF Montreal. So I played professionally here with the CF Montreal, played with the Canadian national team for futsal. I got my citizenship after, and then I played professionally for 14 years. I played a little bit in Brazil, in North America, in Asia, in Europe, many different countries. But I always made my base here in Montreal, and I had a very long career as well in the US in the major indoor league. So in the winters I was in the US playing, and then in the summers I was here playing the local leagues for a few years. So that's a little bit about my career. And since I stopped playing, I started, like you mentioned before, the Combine company to create opportunities for the local kids. And now, as you mentioned, I have a FIFA licensed agent. We also have guys and girls at the professional level. And also RMPUS, which is a prep school based in Quebec, in Montreal, in Quebec. That's the very first prep school ever in Quebec, I believe, for soccer. And now we have it since 2020. Fast forward to today, I think we have placed over 150 kids with scholarships just from RMPUS alone. And then if you think about overall placements, I think I have helped over 500 kids to get university scholarships in the US in the last several years.
Was it your experience as doing exactly the same thing from Brazil and going to the US where you had this experience of these Division II and Division I
Yes.
teams that you said, hey, I know how this is done, I've done it myself.
Yes.
So was that your biggest motivator to help kids
Yes.
Achieve the same type of success?
Yes, to be honest, that's exactly what happened. And back in 2012, there was nobody else doing it here. So I was the very first. I brought 4 coaches from the US, friends of mine, coaches that coach me. And I said, look, we're gonna try this with 30 kids. Come here, look at the players and let me know if it is a good business or no, Freddy, stop this because it's not gonna work. And out of the 30, I think near 10 guys got selected, and they said, Freddy, you have something very interesting. So then it just kept growing. There's a transition from one company now to MSV, but we're doing the same thing as I used to do in the very beginning. I was always very involved in the process to bring coaches, to find players, to place the players.
You're always traveling, I see that.
Yes.
I see it on your Instagram. You've got a lot of aeroplan points, I'm assuming, from all your travels. How's it changed since 2012 to today? How do you feel like it's is the demand. When I look at it and I look at all of these sports, whether it be soccer, baseball, hockey, the demand to try and get recruited into the U.S., the amount of kids trying out, is it completely different than 15 years ago or 10 years ago?
No, I think the demand is there. Just like as any business owner, we have to evolve. We cannot stay stuck at the same place. So based on that, we created the RMPUS, which is the prep school, to offer the kids also something else other than just having a combine. And good luck, if you play well, you get offers. If you don't play well, it's over. So now with the prep school, we're able to train the kids every single day. We travel with them, we play against universities, you go to the US, we play against Canadian universities, local universities in Quebec. So we really give these guys a lot of opportunities. And then when COVID came, it became impossible to host events, right? So then we started the placement, creating profiles, so sending profiles to coaches as well. So we enhanced what we had, which was just combines, to also placing players with their videos, right?
Because
with
you
their
had
profiles.
to adjust it for the COVID time. So
Correct.
you sort of created a new
Yes.
channel for the business to place and to give them the opportunity for exposure
Exactly.
separately because of COVID.
Yeah, so now there's the combine, we have the prep school, but there was also something missing after, because after they go to college, I was seeing a lot of guys that I would recruit, I would find them here, I would send them to university, they would go pro after. And I was like, okay, there's something missing. So that's when I got the FIFA license to be an agent, to be able to represent these guys at the next level. So to be honest, I got the license recently, and we have near 10 guys and possibly around 6 or 7 girls already playing the professional level. So everything is happening very fast. But we have an agency, we have people working with me that help a lot. And just today we were able to put a guy to sign a contract in the MLS. So we're
Amazing,
very
amazing.
proud of that.
That's excellent. That's
Yeah.
excellent. And two things that you made me think about. One, with RMPUS, the fact that they travel to the US allows them to, if they get placed in the US, they've already been there. It's not like
Correct.
they've never seen it. So you're giving them a bit of a onboarding experience as to what it could be like to go there, and it probably motivates them. And at the same time, they're not as afraid to go, okay, I'm here from Montreal and now I'm going to this college and I don't know what that's going to be like.
Yes.
You're giving them a bit of that experience up front, which helps for maturity and preparing them to go out into that big wide world.
Yes.
So it's an interesting aspect of the prep school that, from here to get into the US market that I hadn't thought about in the
Yes,
past.
that's what we tell the parents, because I used my experience as well. I came from Brazil to a Division II school with 30, 40 kids in the class, so I knew everybody. The teachers knew me, they could help me if I had problems. Then I go to Clemson University, I think it's around 20, 25,000 students. So I go for a school for 1,000, 2,000 to 25,000. Now in the classroom there's 400 kids and nobody knows you exist. The teachers, they have no idea who you are really for most of the time. So then it's a different experience, right? And also the kids, sometimes they say, okay, Freddy, I want to play Division 1 because I'm good enough. Okay, no problem. We're going to travel, we're going to play against Division 1, and then you're going to see reality. Are you really ready to play Division 1? Or you're going to have to be honest with yourself and say, look, wow, these guys are ahead of me. I'm not ready yet. I'm going to maybe go to a smaller school, do well, and then transfer, right? And then you minimize the amount of kids that come back. Because sometimes, like you mentioned, let's say you have a daughter and she used to live at home, play for the local clubs, and she gets selected to go to a big Division 1 school. And then she goes and it's a different environment, everything is different. Not everybody is able to sustain that and stay, right? So with our program, by traveling, by showing them the reality,
They get placed at the right level.
Exactly, the right level, and they know where they're going already.
You're setting them up for success.
Exactly.
Rather than, they don't have reality in their head, and then they quit because it's too much of
a big change.
Too much of a change, and it's too late in the process.
Correct.
To realize that that's not the right level, perhaps.
Yes, and now with our MPUS, we're able to prepare the kids from secondary 1, so grade 7, all the way to grade 12. So they do Sec 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with us, and then at Collège Boisbriand we also have grade 12 with NPU, and the kids, they go to grade 12 1 year, and they go to the US, everything is good, they have a diploma from Quebec and a diploma from Ontario, all that here in Quebec, studying at Collège Boisbriand. with NPU. So he helps us a lot to place the players and to make sure that they are ready to go to the NCAA without any problems.
Amazing. Now, switching to the other topic that I mentioned, first of all, again, huge congratulations on becoming a FIFA licensed agent.
Thank you.
Tell me a bit about that process, and had you not gone to Clemson and the other university was, the college you went to was Clemson and?
Lincoln Memorial University in Tennessee.
So would you say both of those educational experiences gave you the experience to be able to pass this FIFA test?
Well, it helps a lot. There's something else that helped me a lot too, is that because I played at the professional level for 14 years, and pretty much every year I was playing with a different club, so I went through at least 10 contracts as a player, right? I had the agents, but I used to read my contracts too to understand what I was getting into. So that helped me to understand the market, to understand contracts. I'm definitely not a lawyer, but for professional athletes contracts, I have a lot of experience with that. So that helps a lot, because when you do the test, the exam, there's a lot of things that I went through as a player, right? So I had the answers for most of that based on personal experience. But of course, there's a lot of other things that you have to study, you have to learn. I think I had to read 850 pages. I think I did that 2 times and I couldn't look at the book anymore, but it worked out. But yes, and now, like I said, we're missing that part of the business. And now we're able to put the guys and the girls at the good schools, stay in contact with them, stay in contact with their family, and then when the time comes for them to go to the pro level, they have enough trust in us to represent them as well.
Amazing, amazing. I jumped over a question here, but it's a question. So you've worked with ASG for a long time now, through a lot of events and projects. Can you share your experience a bit about working with us? What stands out to you about the service and support? And what do we do differently?
Yes, so very good question. So we've been together for all these years because we got to know each other, you, me, Ernie, and everybody, all your staff pretty much that works here. It becomes like pretty much like a family, right?
Yep.
Anything that we need, you guys deliver at a very fast speed. You cannot compare to other companies in the market, that's for sure. It came to a point now in the last few years that anything that we need for events, my personal orders, you guys bring to my house, you bring to the college, you bring to the event, everything organized, everything inside a little bag to minimize the time that we spend giving uniforms to players. So we never had any issues with the quality. The logos always look good. It's very efficient. You guys deliver anywhere we need, very fast. And you know, we always spoke about how many companies reach out to me personally for us to change. Hey, come with us. Why don't you leave affiliated sports? You have this, you have that, right? But nobody is ever able to match. We're never able to match what I just mentioned, right? Again, additionally to that, the prices, right? You have the best prices in the market for the quality that you deliver. So I would be a fool to even think about changes. So I really recommend for anybody that needs uniforms, teams, local clubs from Toronto, right? You have a lot of lot of customers there. I know you guys are going all the way to Vancouver now, so all over Canada, you need something, you have a team, come here. I guarantee you're not gonna regret that.
Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's like like I was saying at the beginning, your growth. When we started, having just acquired a small company and then growing it to where it is today, our paths are similar. Your growth and our growth, we always seem to be growing at a sort of a similar pace. And, for us, it gives great satisfaction and pride to see our partners grow and be successful. And, and we're very proud to be, part of that with yourself, with MSV and all your endeavors, and having that relationship and that trust is very, very important for us as a supplier. We like to be strategic with our customers, and we're able to have that with you. We appreciate you.
Yes, thanks, Serge. And another thing that I forgot to mention is that because they have the local brand Campeão, and they also are the official supplier here for Under Armour, right?
Yeah, we're an Under Armour authorized dealer, exactly.
Exactly. Sometimes you're able to mix a little bit whatever you need in order to minimize a little bit of the price, but still give to the customers the best possible level, right? Campeã, I see every year uniforms are changing, they have a very nice design, so us too were able to get a little bit Under Armour, a little bit of Campeã to give our clients the best possible gear and for a very good price, like I mentioned before, so make sure you keep that in mind too.
Hey, I appreciate that. So what's the future look like for
well, you? The future is that we're very busy now. RMPS, we have the season is just about to start. We have a lot of international kids, as you know, now in the process of getting everything ready with you guys. MSV, we have a combine now in the summer, July 29 and 30. We have very little spots left. We have about 20 university coaches, a lot of Division 1 schools. We have 2 pro academies from Portugal too, coming to see the players. After that, you have a professional combine in December. I know you remember from last year in Ernie, I think we're the first company here to do a professional combine. We had Toronto FC, we had Lyon from France, you had Barcelona from Spain. We had 20 plus coaches here looking at the players. Some big clubs from Brazil too. And the best thing is like 10 to 20 players left because of the event to go for trials in Portugal, in Brazil, in Spain. So it was a huge success. So we're redoing the event in December, at the end of December here in Montreal. So right now for MSV is organizing the combine in July, combine in December, and then making sure everything goes well with our MPUS. And all of that is thanks to you for the support, for the gear, for the qualities of services. So like you mentioned,
it's a partnership. It's a strategic partnership built on trust, experience through the years. We know each other, and you know, I think in many ways, you know, our approach to things is, you know, it's a win-win. Exactly. And that's what we're looking for. And this is a win-win relationship. So thanks so much for sharing your story with us today. Couldn't be happier and prouder of our relationship with you. And, you know, it's been, you know, the last 11 years and looking for many, many more years together where we're partnering and you know, building better and stronger and elevating the experience of, you know, soccer players across North America, across Canada, and really bring it to another level.
Thanks, Serge. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. And that's a wrap.